So there's a big energy shift coming up in the next week. We've got a full moon. That's the big news in astrology. That's going to be on the 1st of October, which is actually next Thursday. But that's closer than it might seem, really, because the moon is building up to it now. She's 82.1% full as we actually go into next week. And we've got an Aquarius moon at this moment. She's going to That's going to be Monday morning in the States and Canada, Monday afternoon in Europe. And the Pisces moon, it's a lovely sign. It's a very kind of helpful, very compassionate, caring, loving sort of energy. And so very positive feelings in that sense. But it does mean that the cycle is about to begin again. So we get that Pisces moon, and that's then we get, actually, goodness me, what is that sign? We have got Saturn. Saturn is going direct on Tuesday, the 29th. Now that is going to be a big thing, really. Tuesday, very late at night on Monday on the west side of the States and Canada. So two different sides of things going on there. But it's Monday, it's Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. And that is setting the scene for the full moon then, because on Wednesday the moon is going to enter Aries, and that's the sign the moon is actually going to be in at full moon. So there's a big energy shift coming in there. It's 1st of October. In fact, on Thursday when the full moon comes. So it's a real new start. It's a new moon cycle, because the moon's actually in Aries. It's the full moon, so in some ways it's halfway through the cycle from one new moon to the next, So there is that kind of halfway through thing about it. But there's no kind of half measures with a full moon. Everything in nature is absolutely going to be brimming over when that happens. And if you really want to manifest something, really bring something new into being in your life in a positive way, maybe get rid of the old. The full moon is a great time to do that, because although it's more than anything about bringing new things into being that we've been working on perhaps since the full moon, after the full moon she goes into her waning phase, and that's when we can really ask her to take things away. So it's really, that halfway point means it's good for either starting something new or ending something old, kind of both at the same time. The next new moon is on the 16th of October, so we'll be hammering through October before we actually get there. Now coming up also this week on the 29th, which is Tuesday, as well as Saturn direct, we've also got three other things happening, and it's quite kind of extreme. Let me just make sure I've got them on the screen in front of me. Right, yeah. First of all, the Sun in Libra is going to oppose Chiron. Now Chiron has that kind of wounded healer feeling about it, so it's very often, particularly because the Sun's going to be in Libra, and the Sun is pretty much the boss. We talk about the moon, but the Sun is what lights the moon up, so the Sun is in charge, really. Sun in Libra, that sign wanting balance, opposite Chiron, where people actually kind of feel a bit of woundedness in their heart, really, and where healing is strongly supported. So we've got quite a powerful opposition there, but because it's a Libra Sun, we are looking at balance. It just might come as a bit of an old surprise, quite honestly. Also on September the 29th, which is Tuesday, we've got Mars in Aries square Saturn in Capricorn. So Aries and Capricorn, you've got two signs there that don't always play nicely together, shall we say, and certainly don't always play nicely with the human race. So something to look out for there. Actually, just before that, on the 28th as well, we've got Venus in Leo trine Mars in Aries. So it is likely to be quite a kind of strictly felt time at the beginning of the week. But the full moon is what next week is really all about. That's where the cosmic energy is really going to shift, and that is where it's going to be felt. As we actually start the week in Aquarius, that is setting the scene with that kind of interest in knowledge and that coming together of like-minded people to work together. But then, people want freedom, people want independence, and want to establish their own rules under a Aquarius. So there's two sides to that as well. So it's a very two-sided week as we go forward. Kind of difficult to know where it's leading, really. Kind of difficult to know what's happening. But Saturn going direct is big news. The full moon is big news. And starting the cycle again in Aries, well, we do it every month. But that, in a way, is big news as well. So there's a lot to play for next week. A lot to think about. So I would say get your manifesting head on, most definitely. Start putting your wishes out to the universe. Start asking the angels for stuff, because stuff is coming in whether we like it or not, so we might as well ask for it to be the way we want it to be. Really, really powerful week next week for that. But the cycle is always continuing. You know, what doesn't work out in this moon cycle will work out in the next one, or the next one, or it's up to you. It really is. So do your best to try and make things happen in a positive way for you, and to get things going the way you want them to. That's what full moon is all about. That's what next week in astrology is all about. Thanks much for watching. Thumbs up please if you've enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That really helps things to get off the ground. And I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Love and light to you, and peace.